closer. It's a lot closer to how I do things than if I were to work with a typical comic book writer. Usually they're more like stringent and have exact layouts on exactly what they want. And so I've been really happy that he's been loose about it and that I get to have my own personality in it. And I guess the thing that's been hard about it is that he has such hard things that I have to learn how to draw that are in his script. Like, I mean, you know, I change time periods every 2 issues. So like every 44 pages, it's a different time period. Wow. And it's just so much research. You know, we start out in Camelot, then it's when Kublai Khan visited, Marco Polo visited Kublai Khan, and French Revolution, you know what I mean? And it's just, it's so stressful because I don't want to get it wrong and have people hate me for it. And then also he just has so many magical things that you know, Fool's Gold is a drama, you know, I don't really think much about fantasy usually, and so that's been hard. And then, you know, just like a lot of guy stuff, like, you know, like drawing armor. I never even looked at that stuff. Or I have to draw a castle under siege, and I'm like, what does that even really mean? I mean, I've heard it a lot, but I mean, what exactly is involved? And I had to go watch Lord of the Rings or something to figure it out.
So you're stretching yourself.
Exactly. It's like a crash course in art, and that's really what this has been. And so if any of you read it, it'll kind of show you, you'll see some growth, you know what I mean, as I figure things out. Like, it's funny because the first 2 issues take place in a primeval forest primarily, and I didn't even know how to draw a tree when we started that. And so, and you know, I tried to make it look like I'd been drawing this stuff all my life, and the trees did look good, but by the end of those 2 issues, it finally started looking really good, so, and then I had to change.
Well, it's great to hear that you're growing and you're learning yourself. So my next question would be, for young writers, especially those who want to illustrate their own or are especially excited about manga, what would you tell them to prepare for that, or what advice would you give them on that?
I would say to just think a lot about those sort of things. Don't think that it's just easy because you know, the more you think about things and the more that you think about the different angles of everything, the more, well, the better you're going to become. And I'm constantly thinking about every little angle of what I'm doing, the exact expression that would really get the right mood going on. You know, I do research constantly. I try to teach myself all sorts of artistic things, but also trying to research books and stories and how to make them all fit together. I'd say as far as writing goes, make sure that you're writing all those essays for school and that you actually care about it, and go get help with your teacher if you're not getting like really good grades on your essays. That's what I did, and it helped me to organize my thoughts and be able to present myself better, and you know, just work hard at school. I mean, you know, when I was growing up, I saw a lot of kids who were artists and they didn't want to do anything else. And every little bit of education I've had has helped me to draw.
Amy, your website is tentopet.com, TENTOPET.com. It's a great website. What can we expect to find when we go visit there?
Let's see. Well, you know, it's got the typical illustrations, information about the series that I'm working on. Fool's Gold has its own special page, and it's got a little hanging doll that you can move if you put your cursor over it. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I'm glad you caught
Interactive.
it. You don't even know, but then if you put your mouse over it, you'll see it'll start going back and forth. My friend did that.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, you know, I've got some works in progress where I kind of show you know, something from sketch till the end. I've got a whole resources section where I have tutorials that can teach you, you know, different aspects on how to draw and how to create comics. And let's see, I've got different interviews that you can find out about me in my About section.
Eventually, we'll get the 3rd installment of Fool's Gold, and your work with Matt Wagner on Madame Xanadu. Amazing illustrations. What else have you got going?
That's about it. I'm pretty busy. And,
Yeah,
you know, I
you
mean, they want Madame Xanadu to be an ongoing series. And so, so far I'm just basically concentrating on these 2 and just trying to figure out how I can get to both of them. You know, it's been very busy, and I work more than full time. And you know, I hope to have projects in the future that I get to write on my own again. Or, you know, just working with really cool writers. I'm honestly really just open to it, and things have been going well for me, and I just want to draw and make people happy.
Well, you're doing that here. They are just wonderful drawings.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being on the show, Amy.
Why, thank you.
You're
It's
welcome.
been fun.
Join us after the break when we'll be talking to Terry Clark, author of Sleepless.